I'm Erica King. I'm from Fombell, Pennsylvania, and I study bioengineering. My research has to do with using ultrasound metrics to look at muscle function, fatigue, and injury and recovery in the athletic population after they sustain a musculoskeletal injury. This has the potential to also go on into calculating a way that they can return to play after this injury without re-injuring themselves, as well as branch out into the broader sphere of going into rehabilitation centers and even going as far as to the military and having military personnel return to active duty after they've sustained an injury.
I work with Dr. Sabral at Bioengineering department. We study cerebral aneurysms, trying to understand their initiation, progression, and the rupture. We developed rupture risk assessment tools to provide a good interpretable scale for the clinicians in making their decision making easier when it comes to strategizing their interventions in treating the patients. It helps them in being selective when it comes to high risk versus low risk aneurysms. So we'd want to kind of make the treatments effective and also reduce the mortality while doing so.
My research is comparing and contrasting various deep learning methods in automatically segmenting various ocular structures in patients with strabismus. We want to make the segmentation process efficient yet accurate in order for doctors to understand the nature of the complication. In the long run, I really want to develop biomechanical models to better understand the nature of strabismus and the origins of strabismus.
The type of research that I am doing is electrophysiology in a brain area that is involved in drug abuse. And I'm doing this because I'm interested in sex differences as it relates to addiction. So I really like working in Dr. Blackwell's lab because it's a really friendly and supportive environment. I actually started as a non-degree student. I liked working in her lab so much that I decided to continue being a PhD student.
In our lab, we work with prosthetic users and people who may have some other neurodegenerative or neurological disease. They come to one of our data collections, they go through a small training paradigm, and 10 minutes later, they are able to move their thumb, something that this individual has not done for the last 50 years.
The technology I engineered is a molecular contrast agent that can be injected into patients. Eventually, it'll help them in early diagnosis of tumors so that cancers can be detected at really early stages. So it improves the 5-year survival rate of most cancer patients. And to be able to create a technology that has applications in clinics, it was a completely surreal experience. A lot of hard work went into it, but I have such collaborative people that I work with. The entire journey, I would say, is surreal.
My research hinges on understanding associative memory through the use of data-driven network modeling as facilitated by the knowledge-based hippocampome.org, which has been developed in the laboratory of Dr. Giorgio Ascoli, of which I am a student. We would like to better understand how memory is stored and recalled. And so to understand how individual cell types are involved in coordinating this process is really crucial, I think, to understanding how dysfunction might arise. My sincerest hope is that clinicians or translational scientists could use this understanding to better improve the lives of Alzheimer's and other dementia patients.
It's nice that I know that I can have like an impact on something and something that, will directly impact my sport that I played for so many years.
Something that really gives me joy is seeing real-world impact of the work that we do in front of our eyes.